They say this is the most skilled poker tournament in the world.
2025 World Series of Poker.
It's been a journey to get here. It costs $25,000 to buy in, and only 64 players are allowed to enter. The reason why? It's heads-up poker the entire time. There's nowhere to hide. Every decision is a spotlight, and the light's shining brightest on me. It's been up and down this whole time. Now we're going for the kill shot. I've been cooped up here editing videos for the past week. Haven't left my house, honestly, in 3-4 days. But to the point, I've been playing a lot of heads up. I beat Daniel Negreanu, I beat Doug Polk, I beat Pat's Poker, the list goes on and on. Now, what more could I do than play the $25,000 heads up championship for a WSOP bracelet this year?
Dude, the 25K heads up, I mean, let's put it this way, it'd be a great learning experience, but man, you have been playing a lot of heads up, so like, I could see you maybe doing well in it, but you know, deep heads up cash is different than like shallow tournament structure. But yeah, man, test of luck if you play.
My current schedule is all tournaments under $3,000, but when I saw the heads up event on May 25th, I felt personally called to play. Now, the issue here is I do not have $25,000 to lose on a single poker tournament. Not even close. I'm gonna play the event no matter what. The problem is I can't afford the buy-in, so I had an idea. Host a $3,000 tournament, invite 8 people to play, and then beat all of them and get the seat. So I'm gonna send a tweet out. I have it's May 25th, the tournament's in 5 days. I have 2 days max to set up an entire tournament, and then I have to go ahead and beat those players, and if that fails, we'll go to plan B. Fire emoji. Satellite into $25,000 World Series of Poker Heads Up Championship. Fire emoji. I'm hosting a private 8-player heads up poker tournament. Buy-in is $3,125. Winner must play the bracelet event on May 30th. Date May 28th. Location to be determined. Who wants in? Day, and we got some good and bad news. Good news being Schwan interested, Slick Rick interested, Ingram interested, and then a bunch of you people, online people that I don't know, are interested in playing. Tournament's tomorrow, and we have nowhere to play. Literally been denied from Westgate, Resorts World. Oh, you need 2-week notice. 2 days isn't enough. It was 24 hours, to be fair. So I can either tell everyone that it's not happening or figure out a solution in less than 12 hours. It's May 28th, 8:45 in the morning. The satellite's supposed to start in like 2 hours and I still don't have a location. So the event's kind of canceled. I mean, I don't know what to do at this point. The only solution is that we could put it online, which I know no one wants to do, and then play the tournament online. Or I could find someone to buy me in. It's summertime, everyone's looking to make money, and I have the best investment in World Series of Poker history. It's a $25,000 buy-in heads-up event. I've been washing pros every single month up to this point in heads-up events, and I'm giving you a mark down on your investment, 0.92% of what you pay. You're gonna get 100% of the profit. Go buy now before it buys out and be a part of history. I'm winning my first bracelet on May 31st, and I'm beating everybody. And I called the only sponsor I really know, Coin Poker, and asked them if they would cover some of the buy-in, and they said they would cover 25%. So if I could sell 50%, then I'm only investing $8,000 of my own money, I could safely do that. I am determined to playing this tournament, but now I need the people to help me out or it's over. I texted one of my super professional poker friends to give me coaching. Next time I'll see you is with Jungle Man Dan Cates.
Dan Cates, aka Jungle Man.
Big moment for Jungle Man.
Dan Cates just made history, back-to-back championships.
It is official. Jungle Man, Dan Cates.
Biggest tournament of my life coming up in 2 days.
And I'll show you also how I play. Okay, what's the overall strategy or how I'm going to approach 3-bet pots and versus single raise pots. You can beat online, dude. If you can beat like 10-20 online, man, you're killing it in this fucking tournament. That's no joke. Those hands are really good in heads up. The reason why you overbet is because your range is relatively capped. You don't have ace queen, you don't have king queen, you don't have set of tens, you don't have all queen ten suited, like that kind of thing. So okay, there's a few things here.
I rushed over. I'm playing a 1K WSOP event number 1 today. Whatever happens, happens. Trying to make day 2, and we can maybe pull $1 million bounty. Bad news, we have 6 big blinds. But good news, we've sold, of the 12,500 I have to sell, we've sold $10,000. I was like, oh, there's no chance. I have like 700 views. I checked and I sold. How much you buy?
Like 7,000 worth or something.
Let's go.
Yeah,
let's go. That's good value. I appreciate your investment. I'm gonna make you some money. You're the man. Let's go. In this world that we all share, if you want something bad enough, like you could, I fucking did it. Okay, I sold action. I got, in less than 3 hours, I sold out completely. Played the biggest tournament of our lives. It's been a journey to get here. I'm buying in to a $25,000 WSOP heads-up tournament. Big days, biggest day of my life in poker. But I slept like a baby last night and I'm ready to go. All around me, best players in the world, best heads-up players in the world. And they all get the opportunity to play against me today. Let's go, let's win this tournament. Starts the first round. We're about to pull for who my draw is gonna be. What's up, how you doing? Hi, Wesley. This is Wesley Fay. He plays the highest stakes cash games in the world, famous for pulling off the biggest bluff in poker history. That didn't work.
All in.
There's the all-in.
He said all in?
He said all in.
This is a weird fucking hand.
There's the call.
Hey, call?
Call.
Tom Dwan has just won the biggest pot in the history of televised poker. $3.1 million.
He's like a 9 or 10 figure crypto trader and one of the only amateur poker players in the entire field. If I could have handpicked my opponent in this tournament, I would have picked him. To cash this event, you must win your first 4 heads-up matches. Making it to the final 8 nets you $86,000. If you win the final 2 matches, you win $500,000. 6 wins in a row. That's all it takes to win my first bracelet. I could tell Wesley hadn't played much heads up before. He was betting too small throughout the start of the match, giving me a good price to try to make my hand. I had the upper hand, but he is a smart guy. Most super wealthy people are. He observed my sizings and then copied what I was doing. 30 minutes in, I finally make a hand. I have 9s and 5s on an ace-high board. I raised him on the flop and he re-raised me back. An unconventional play. I made the call, and the turn is a deuce. The problem with my hand is if he has an ace and pairs his other card, we have a worse 2-pair. Now he checks back the turn. On a king river, I put a 25,000 chip in the pot for the very first time, 33,000 to be exact, over the size of the pot, and Wesley makes the call. That type of call could still mean he rivered aces up to beat me, but he mucked his hand. I win a pot worth 50,000 chips. I immediately look up around the room and start to think, what if I'm the first person to win the match? I mean, I took 20% of the total chips in play in that one hand, and we're only 15 minutes in. Over the next hour, Wesley was putting in big bets. I didn't have anything to call, just busted draws, but since I'm not calling, I don't know if those were the nuts or massive bluffs. Heads up has the most variance of any form of poker because any 2 cards can flop the nuts. At the same time, any 2 cards only have a 35% chance of hitting a pair. So sometimes you go for a while without flopping anything. That's what happened to me in this hand. I had 8-9 suited and 3-bet pre-flop. I bet the flop and the turn, and he called the whole way. I didn't pair my hand. With a 9 high on the river, I have the choice to bluff my entire stack or forfeit the pot by checking. I can't bluff this hand every time, or I'd just be bluffing too much. I check, and Wesley takes the pot with pocket 6s. Wesley actually has the lead now. He's a very aggressive player. He 3 and 4 bets pre-flop, seemingly every other hand, making it tough to see flops. I'm dealt king queen and finally have a hand to play back at him. The board came 10-7-4. I continued betting and he made the call. The turn is an ace. Still haven't paired my hand, but the perfect card to continue my bluff. He calls again. The river, the jack of hearts, giving me the best possible hand, the nuts. With only 30 seconds to think, I actually use a time extension. Really need to get this bet right. The clock's all the way down to 3 seconds, and I put out 106,000 in the middle. If he calls, essentially, I win this match. He'd only have a few blinds left. But it's not going to be that easy. 3 hours into our match, I made another big hand. I have ace-8 on 8-4-2. I raised the flop to 14,000 and he makes the call. Unlike king-queen, this is far from the nuts, but I bet again. He has less than 60,000 chips now, and the river, disaster. 85 makes a straight now. I put a tiny bet out, hoping he has jack-8 or king-8, and makes a crying call. Instead, he jams all in immediately without any hesitation. Sick to my stomach. I could taste the win, really, before that card came out, but now I'm literally can't call. I have to fold, and he's back to even with me in chips. Another cooler goes his way, and within 2 hands, he now has the lead. We're playing for hours and hours, but it feels like minutes go by, and just like that, I'm all in for my tournament life. Definitely the most expensive flip of my entire life. I have pocket 5s, and he has king queen. And we survive. Now I'm back to 100,000 in my stack. We're 5 hours into our match. We're in the final 4 games. Most of the other games have finished now. In the moments it matters most, Wesley just sun runs. Hitting 3 of a kind, 2 pair, top pair, ace high is better than my ace high, and I'm always second best. With the blinds this high, my stack is crippled to 30,000. Playing for hours feels like minutes. Sitting with queen 8, I have to push all in because the blinds are so high. I need to win the pot now, but Wesley has ace 7. I have a 42% chance of staying alive. It's not that bad, but 6 hours of poker ends in defeat.
Let's go! Nice. Let's go. Fuck.
Disappointed so many people, you know that?
Huh?
You just disappointed so many people.
It's fine. I'm a good player, so it doesn't matter. It's good.
I'm super disappointed and sad, upset, and man, I had a couple hands that just bad runouts and didn't go my way. It just sucks I let so many people down. It hasn't even become a reality yet that I just lost. Like, it's not even reality yet.
This isn't a fairy tale story with a perfect happy ending, but I kind of like stories that way. Most of the time, poker's not a happy ending. You just need to fall forward.
What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got $1 million. Not a bad day.